All right, so I have removed all the hardware. I'm sure you've seen plenty of wiring videos, but there's the naked guitar. Got toothpicks in the original bridge holes. I had replaced that already. See the back cavity. It is a neck through. It's got a nice neck carve to it. Great mahogany body. I did a little sanding just to see how flat it was. Looks like it's pretty good. Now I'm getting ready to super glue the toothpicks in the original bridge holes, and then I'm going to super glue some toothpicks into the new bridge holes because once again I have a new bridge and I want to get all that glued and set so that it hides as much as possible during the finishing process. New bridge and everything should hide it all pretty good as well, but best to get them filled in, taken care of before sanding and all of that. One thing I did notice, this is, if I can get it to focus here, we actually do have a full maple cap on this. Get a ruler over here. Not tremendously thick, right at about 1/8 of an inch. I don't know if you can see that very well there, but right at about 1/8 of an inch. Or for those overseas, yeah, we're actually sitting right at 5 millimeters, so a little less than 1/8 of an inch. But it is a full maple cap, which is nice. There's some pretty good figuring in the maple cap. And you can see this gives you a little bit better view of the water damage we had. I'm hoping I can sand all that out of there as I do this refinish. I mean, it got well up into it. So anyway, wanted you to see that. I'll probably set up and watch the super glue of the original 4 posts there, toothpicks, and go from there. Just using some Star Bond medium. And I am just dipping these in. Sticking them in the holes. I get a little extra on a couple of these. Don't want to get it into my second row of holes here, as those are the string through the body portion. I'm also going to take some, kind of fill those in a little bit. Up here at the top. And I've got some Starvon accelerator. Just to help that top layer dry off. It will take, I'll let it sit overnight to completely bond in, cut them off, and then fill the other three. Hey YouTube. So I've got this thing sanded down to 320. I have hit it with some sunflower gold and a little bit of golden oak. And I don't know how well you can pick up that figuring. I was hoping maybe this flashlight would help that pick up in it. But I don't know how well it does. From your angle, from my angle, I can see quite a bit of figuring in it. I'm going to do a quick coat just around these edges of the golden oak again. Put a little more brown around the edges. Almost get a little bit of a sunburst effect while I keep this very much natural. As you saw in the previous videos, it was bright red. It discolored a lot. Some of what I thought was water damage, these lines through here, over here, were actually discoloration in the natural wood. So as you can see, I'm just going to try and almost give it a burst type of effect here by going around this edge solid and then feathering into it just a little bit. Using a natural water-based dye. And again, just trying to give it a little bit of a darker edge. Leave that center nice and yellow. Again, I can try and hit this with my light. You may be able to see it a little better there. The sunflower gold was actually a little bit too yellow for me. So I did go over it all once with the golden oak. And then, as I mentioned, I'm doing it again here. I'm sure most of you have watched something where somebody has sanded down a guitar, especially if you're interested in this video. Like I said, I originally used a chemical stripper, and it was less than desirable. I've sanded down a guitar before. That'll be another build that's coming. It's a super strat body HSH. This is obviously an HH Telly. And I think sanding through everything was so much easier and so much cleaner than trying to use a stripper on a guitar. Everybody's got their own method. I'm sure there'll be fights in the comments about that. But I'm a sanding guy. I'd much rather sand it than use a chemical stripper. So there is hopefully my last coat of stain. Need another quick sand with 320. Then I'm going to coat it with linseed oil front and back 3 or 4 times. Once that is complete, I will then start applying nitrocellulose for my clear coat. Hope y'all have a great day, and can't wait to show you this guitar finished. Take care. Here we are adding boiled linseed oil. This is the third time I have put this on to let it soak in. You let it soak in until you really don't see it soaking into the wood anymore, and it kind of pools on the top. Wait for roughly 15 to 20 minutes and wipe it back off. Once you've done that, you wait 24 hours, let it start to cure, and then you can put on another coat. I'll be putting on 5 coats of this total. Once I've got that on, then we will go and let it sit for about a month. It takes 3 to 4 weeks for the boiled linseed oil to completely cure. It will act as a grain filler at that point. Once that has happened, then we'll go back with a sanding sealer and a gloss. It brings out the figuring in the maple for sure. I was truly impressed at how much it brought out the glow and the figuring within the mahogany back. I've got some good video coming up here in a few minutes that will show you what it looks like. At the end of this, there are 4 different slides that are going to show up that show my 2911 logo that I am trying to decide which of the 4 I will put on this guitar finished as part of the headstock. I'll water slide it on there and then clear coat over it. Would love input, so if you want to vote on which one you like the best, 1, 2, 3, or 4, that would be awesome. Looking forward to getting this project finished. Looked, and my neck is finally on its way here. It was shipped at the beginning of January from the manufacturer and got lost in shipping, and it looks like they found it, and I should have it by Tuesday, February 3rd. Unfortunately, I won't be able to finish the guitar until after that because I've still got to wait for this boiled linseed oil to dry, but we're getting closer. So thanks for staying in tune, and hope to show you the rest of this soon. So you can see in here there is quite a bit of figuring within this wood. There's the top light, and as I bring the light down to the bottom, you can really see the change in the maple top there. Just looks absolutely amazing. A little disappointed that that was not water damage and that was actually in the wood, but it's pretty good looking either way. Definitely improvement over the red with black streaks in it. Looking forward to getting this guitar finished.